waiting for 5 minutes now. We made quite an effort to get here early.
Well, I'm sorry, but surgery doesn't open for another few minutes. But I'm sure Dr. Kwame will see you as soon as he can. Now, why don't you take a seat again?
Jude here yet? I left a message. Do you even bother to listen to them?
Oh, yes, I do, when I get time. No, she isn't here, and there aren't any messages from her. Hello, Riverside Surgery.
Tell me she's here.
No, but...
Then you've seen her, spoken to her, finally.
It'll be okay now, Helen. Everything will be fine. As soon as I get the chance to speak to her, everything will be okay, I promise.
It had better be Beth. Things are hectic enough without Jude skiving.
She's not skiving.
Jude's got patience, she's got responsibilities. Running away for whatever reason isn't going to solve anything, and it's not the first time, is it? I've got patience. Ben's got patience. We're short-staffed enough without Jude making things harder.
No, I haven't seen her. Then do me a favour, tell Pete the same thing when you see him. Not save him a trip. Don't even get a chance to get changed this morning.
Make it quick, they're already lining up.
Give me 5 minutes. Looks like you're getting better with the paintbrush. But not so much paint this morning. I was looking forward to cleaning you up. Guess I'm out of a job.
Oh, disappointed. Anyway, I've finished now. I just need to kit the place out.
Oh, you should do what I do. Get some cushions.
I have.
Look, I've got a big old sofa looking for a home if you're interested. You come over to my flat and take a look if you like.
Yeah, great. How big?
Enormous. Would you like to say ah?
Ah.
That's, thanks very much. You can put your things on now.
Well, Dr. Maguire would know straight away what the problem was.
Well, Dr. Maguire's on holiday and he's left you both in my capable hands. No shortness of breath before the dizziness? No pain?
It isn't the angina, as we explained over the phone when the appointment was made.
Not at all. That's the thing. Just this awful dizziness, then sickness and, well, vomiting lately too. Really knocks me for 6. I could understand it if I'd been lifting or out in the garden, but I can't do that much anymore. It creeps up on me. I can't figure it out.
Stop the fidgeting. Let the doctor examine you. Look, be good and you can watch videos all afternoon.
There, all done, Sophie. I'm sorry, but could we have a window open?
Oh, sorry. The smell. Cracked drain, we've been told. Quirk of the new housing development. They didn't put that in the brochure.
Well, she seems all right now. Her temperature's a little high, but you've given her some children's paracetamol, haven't you?
An hour ago. She woke up and was sick all over the bathroom carpet. You'd think the nanny could have made her hold it until she made the bathroom.
Nanny?
Ex now. Little more than a teenager. Oh, another chore to find a new one. Stop fidgeting, Sophie. Look, if you want to mess around, go and play in your playroom. Look at her. She's fine now.
It's probably just a bug. You said she's been sick before, though?
Oh, not surprising, judging by the nanny's cooking. We'll have to drop around at my mother's. That's an hour of my time lost. When she's out with me, she's fine. I don't think she likes being left with a nanny. And until they sort these drains out, she's out with me a lot.
Mr. Hollis?
He's in Germany all week, so no help there. This really isn't convenient.
No, well, illness seldom comes at a convenient time.
I'd like to order a blood test to start with.
A start? To start what?
It's just routine. Nothing you've told me or I can find suggests any links to your angina. The blood test will eliminate or confirm any other possibilities.
But I feel fine at the moment. I made my way here. Maybe all I need is a rest.
We have just moved to the Larches estate. It's probably just the exertion and the stresses of it all.
Well, this will help find out. It's nothing sinister. It's just, with the headaches, the dizziness and the vomiting, these are symptoms you've never complained about before. I'm sure the moving plays a big part. And if Dr. Maguire were here, he'd like to order some tests too.
If you're sure that's it. John has to spend a lot of time alone at home. I worry.
What's so interesting in the junk mail? Freebies. Got a really nice pen off Helen last week. Who'd send Mark a card?
I don't know. Has he got any satisfied customers?
Guess who the birthday boy is?
Not me, for sure.
Not Mark.
The one and only.
Oh, well, he better not expect a kiss off of me.
Not me.
It's manners to wait until you're asked.
Anyway, I'd smudged my lipstick, which is a disciplinary offence in his book.
Yeah, but a brilliant excuse for an after-work drink. Don't you think, Ben?
Well, it depends on the company.
Oh, what's wrong with you two? It is his birthday. Look, if you're popping out at lunchtime, can you get him a card?
I don't think so.
I'll get it myself, but you can come with me. So what about that drink, Ben? You game?
Don't you think you should ask Mark first?
Where's your spirit? Might mellow him out a bit.
I didn't think he'd been here long enough to need mellowing out.
I'll take that as a yes. So what kind of card do you think he'd like?
Something with a tank on it.
Hectic morning.
Hectic and smelly. I was called to a house on the Larches estate. The smell, I couldn't wait to get out.
Really?
Yeah, bad drains or something. You'd think with houses that expensive, they'd sort the plumbing, wouldn't you?
Was the patient a regular?
No, a young girl, Sophie Hollis. I think she just picked up a bug or something.
What road did she live on?
Marlborough Avenue. Bit too much like a show home for my liking.
Marlborough Avenue? Well, that's the same road as the Suttons. Oh, they were here this morning. What were the symptoms?
Sickness and nausea.
And a bad smell? Do you think it could be a gas leak?
No, those houses are all electric. Smell like bad drains to me.
Any news of Jude? This is getting beyond a joke.
Round 2 still to come.
Where's the birthday boy then?
Really?
How did you find out?
You can't keep anything a secret in here. Hope the card's okay.
It's excellent, thank you. I'd forgotten.
Oh.
I had, honestly. My mum always used to remember. She baked me a cake. She'd even mail it to me. Boy, did I get some stick for that in the regiment.
Well, I can't promise you a cake, but what about a drink after work?
Drink?
Yeah, you know, alcohol. Everyone's up for it.
Sure, yeah. We could all do with a break.
Well, in that case, I better wade through some admin. This is one night I'm not going to work late.
Oh, and I nearly forgot. This one came for you as well.
Another one? That's one more than usual. Who's this from?
Don't know. Maybe you got a secret admirer.
Mark, are you okay?
It's from my mum.
Pat, but...
No, my mother. My real mother.
Every time we go to that place, they've moved everything. I can never find the eggs. The prices just go up and up. You know, that steak was quite expensive. Just look at that.
Ah, yes, but you wouldn't want to deprive your husband of his little pleasures in life, now would you?
I'm just pleased you've got your appetite back.
Well, you don't do too badly. And you're such a whiz with the leftovers. I think I'll have a little sit down.
You're not feeling unwell again, are you?
No, no. I feel a bit of a fraud, all that fuss with the doctor. I feel fine now.
Just you sit down. I'll get on with the supper.
Pete! What are you doing here? Have you heard from Jude?
Where is she, Beth?
I've no idea.
She must have said something. Anything.
Do you think I'd still be here if I knew where she was?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Except that things were fine until you showed up.
Here you are. Just how you like it. Medium to well done.
I just don't fancy it anymore. Maybe I should just have a piece of toast. Something light.
I could make you a sandwich.
No, no. Just toast will be fine. Actually, I think I'll have an early night. I've got that headache back again.
I'll bring your toast up to you.
Just need a bit of a rest, that's all.
Do you think I've got time?
Time for what?
To nip home and get changed before we go out?
Look, Faith, we're only going to the local for an after-work drink. It's hardly worth the effort of a full-blown makeover, is it?
I know, but what if I, you know...
Paul? No, not tonight. I need your help.
What for?
Well, I've been thinking. This might be the chance we've been looking for with Mark.
Oh, no thanks.
No, to get him to change his mind about all these improvements he's making.
Go on, you've got me interested now.
Well, let's say we get him drunk. So drunk that he retracts all this messing about he wants.
Yeah, but he'll only deny it after.
OK, we'll get him to sign something. A statement. Get it down on paper.
He's not going to fall for that.
Oh, all right then. Well, we get him drunk. Really, really drunk so that he makes a complete fool out of himself and he's too embarrassed to show his face again until Matt gets back.
Now that I could go along with. Better go and get my coat and stuff.
All right, you ready for that drink then?
Yeah, Ben's just finishing up and I'm waiting for Faith.
All right, well, we'll get off, shall we?
OK, see you in the leather bar.
OK.
Well, time to help Marvin boy celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to leave the viewing at the sofa until tomorrow.
No problem.
Right then, come on, boys and girls. There's alcohol to be drunk, games to be played.
Games to be played?
Don't ask.
Made it into work then?
Just. Can't lift my head up, though.
Oh, I know the feeling. Is Faith in?
I don't know, I heard someone come in, but I couldn't lift my head up to look.
What were you pair up to anyway?
Oh, I can't remember. Were we embarrassing?
Look, he gave me this to look after. Looks like Mark's scroll. I wonder how he's feeling this morning.
Oh, Ben, Mrs. Sutton called. She was worried about her husband and she wants you to call round.
Oh, OK. Thanks very much.
Good morning, Katrina. That was a great night, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. What I can remember of it.
Yeah. Ben and Faith seem to be getting on very well.
Yeah, were they?
Hardly said a word to anyone else all night.
Oh, yeah.
Have to keep an eye on those two, won't we?
I went out early, came back and found him collapsed. I mean, I was so scared I didn't know what to do. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I didn't know whether to send for an ambulance or not.
Is this the first time this has happened?
Yes, flaked out in the settee he was. I thought he was asleep and I couldn't rouse him.
I think the first thing we should do is get some air in here.
Oh, yes, the smell. Been with us for a while. Hardly notice it. They say they're going to fix it. We're still waiting. Too busy putting up houses and getting them filled. People like us are far down their list of priorities now.
How are you now, Mr. Sutton?
Well, my head's fit to burst, but I don't remember. I made some tea, was going to watch the news. The next thing, I'm having water splashed on my face.
I didn't know what to do.
Well, your pulse and breathing is fine, but we do need to get you checked out at St. Phil's.
Hospital? But I blacked out for a moment, that's all.
I can look after him well enough here. Yesterday, you only said a blood test. Now you want to make him go to hospital?
Only for the test, nothing more, I promise. It could be any of a number of things, but we do need to find out. If he goes into hospital, then they could do all the tests they need quickly.
Yes, but...
Only for a day. Maybe overnight.
All right, then.
I mean, I really can't see there's going to be a problem. I mean, that really...
Jason! Jason Hawkins? What are you doing here?
Well. What are you doing with a car? I thought you ran or cycled everywhere. Not let yourself go, have you?
No. Are you still making a fat wad in private practice?
Absolutely.
Good. At least the national health patients are safe.
Who are you seeing?
Oh, the Suttons. They're patients of mine. So, what are you doing here? I didn't think you made house calls.
Not likely. No, I'm just looking.
Looking? Oh, come on. Who's the rich man's wife? Oh, I see. I've touched a nerve. No, don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah. So you, come here a lot, then?
No. Do you?
No. Sorry, Ben, I've got to go. All right, then. Shall we make a move?
Hold the fort for an hour, Mark.
Sure.
Oh, Helen, has Mrs. Hollis needed you again?
No, why?
Oh, I saw someone outside the Suttons, and it got me thinking. Have you got 5 minutes?
Sorry, Ben, I've got to go. Later?
Mark?
Mm-hmm?
I don't suppose you've seen anyone from the Larchers estate recently, have you?
Not that I'm aware of. Why?
Oh, probably nothing.
Probably.
I saw Jude's boss earlier. We have to talk, Beth.
I thought I was on home visits today. Emergency?
No, I saw a patient this morning. Mr. Sutton from the Larchers estate. I thought we should go into hospital for some tests, and I've just got a call to say that he can go in this afternoon. Someone must be smiling on me.
And you're on your way there now, are you?
It's always nice to get good news in person.
Do you really think this is the best use of your time? Couldn't you just call him?
Mark, this isn't the army barracks, and stop trying to pull rank on me. I'll do whatever I feel is in the best interest of my patients.
Simply thought a phone call would suffice.
Look, not that it's any of your business, but Mr. Sutton is rather apprehensive about going into hospital. And I thought if I went in person, it might allay his fears. And there's something going on the estate. 2 people in the same road with similar symptoms, which mysteriously disappear when they leave the house. I'd say something fishy's going on, wouldn't you?
Could be something in it.
So I'm off to do some digging. OK?
That's fair enough. But remember, we're doctors, Ben, not detectives.
Oh, come through, Dr. Kwame. Do sit down. I like a little flutter now and then. My wife's out at the moment. She doesn't approve. But what she doesn't know, eh?
Well, don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Should I be worried?
No. I had a call from St. Phil's. They said you can go in this afternoon around 4 o'clock.
Oh, right.
Oh, don't worry. It's only for one night.
Oh, I'm not worried, Doctor. It's my wife. She thinks once I'm in, if you know what I mean. It's just that a lot's happened with the move and everything, and my getting sick hasn't helped. This was meant to be our dream home, you see. It's been a long time coming.
You'll have plenty of time to enjoy it when we find out what's wrong.
Well, don't you worry, Doctor. I've got no plans to pop me clogs just yet.
Well, I better let you get your overnight bag together.
Right.
There'll be a letter waiting for you when you get there.
Oh, that's fine, Doctor. Thanks very much. It's all still a bit of a mess, this estate, but it's going to be lovely when it's finished. Shame about the drains, but they get those sorted. I used to drive past this place for years on my way to work, you know.
I didn't know there'd been houses here for that long.
No, for years it was a tip. Then it was used for landfill. I was on the committee that finally got shot of it to the developers. It was a real eyesore. You wouldn't believe it looking at it now, would you?
Dr. Kwame, is everything all right?
Everything's fine, Mrs. Sutton.
The doctor came to tell me about the tests. I've got to go in this afternoon.
Oh, that's a bit quick. Do you think it's something serious?
Oh, nothing serious. It's just a bit of luck they can fit your husband in so quickly.
I think you need to get back, Doctor.
Thank you.
Come on, let's have a cup of tea.
You'll have to take your new pyjamas. They've just been washed. Do you think I've got time to iron them?
Yes, of course you have.
Sorry about earlier, Ben. Do you still want to talk to me?
Yeah, I'm worried about the Larches estate. I've put Mr. Sutton in for some tests, but the smell in their house is appalling. And Mr. Sutton tells me that it used to be a landfill site.
Well, a lot of new housing takes place on landfill and redevelopment sites like the Larches. In fact, half the supermarkets in the country.
But the smell, though. Even you were aware of that when you visited the Sutton's neighbours.
Well, it's the drains, apparently, and they'll get that sorted. You've booked Mr. Sutton in for tests. There's nothing else you can do.
I know. But I bumped into an old friend there, another doctor. Looked like he was working for the developers. He seemed really uncomfortable with me being there. Like he was trying to hide something.
I think you should wait until you get the results of the tests. And until then, we've got enough problems here without you embarking on a campaign.
Come in.
Sorry, Ben, it's Mrs. Sutton for you.
Tell her I'll call her back in a minute.
No, she's here, in reception. She seems a bit upset.
Since you and Jude have sorted things out, you've been as thick as thieves. Helen's talking about giving her the sack if she doesn't turn up soon.
So?
So, if you can't tell me where she is, at least tell Helen.
I have no idea where she is. I already told you. I told everyone.
If I find out you're lying to me, if Richard has anything to do with this...
No, it doesn't. It's got nothing to do with him.
They called when we were packing the overnight bag.
Who called?
That Hawkins, him and another man. He said we have to move out.
What? Why? What did he say?
Temporarily, till the drains are fixed. For maintenance, they said.
And it was definitely Hawkins.
Yes, he's been before doing his tests, poking holes in the floor and stuff. Why do they want to move us?
But surely they can't move you for maintenance. Can't they repair the drains without having to relocate you as well?
We've done nothing wrong. We just want our home.
Look, I'll take you home and see what I can find out. Okay?
Sure, I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye. Ben.
Curious job for a doctor. Victim pensioners.
Oh, Ben, so dramatic.
So, what's wrong with the houses?
Nothing at all. What makes you think that?
Then why are you here?
As a consultant, it's perfectly normal in these cases. I mean...
What cases?
Read the report.
Sure. May I have a copy?
Sorry, you'll have to write to the developers for one, when it's published. Come to think of it, I'm not even sure it's for public access.
What is the problem, Jason? It'd have to be more than just drains for you to be here.
Ben, there is no problem. Nothing is wrong.
Nothing that a hefty fee and a favourable report won't gloss over.
I've spent all lunch trying to decipher the thing and I can't make a word out.
Oh, this is hopeless. One of us should have stayed sober until he'd written it.
I can't believe it's here, in our hands, a complete retraction of all these stupid new rules.
Yeah, or a resignation.
What's the joke? Good one?
Nah, girl stuff.
What is it with you and him? I've heard of sour grapes, but you should let this go.
Ben, you can follow me around all day, but unless you've got a point to all this, I have got other things to do.
I've been into the Sutter's house, and that smell is more than a cracked drain.
What is it then?
Methane. Methane from all the crap that you've dumped here. Maybe I should request my own report. Oh, that would interest the health and safety. But that's what you're trying to avoid, because you've got a whole estate to fill.
The only
problem
issue is those two houses. Those two houses were constructed over a burn-off vent. It appears that the vent has not been capped adequately, hence the minor discomfort.
Minor? Residents are being poisoned. It's more than just minor.
An unfortunate oversight that a simple concrete plug will alleviate. And before you get on your high horse, the council are aware of and are in complete agreement with our solution. So you see, Ben, in a week, there is no problem. And your Suttons and your Hollises can go home and live happily ever after.
And what happens when the methane finds another place to vent? Under another house, poisoning another family?
We will be monitoring and acting where and when necessary, regularly and thoroughly.
I've got a patient in hospital thanks to this oversight.
And the area has got a brand new school. Part of the deal. The developers rebuilt the local primary school. The old buildings were put up in the 60s and there was a major problem with asbestos. You know what kind of a hazard asbestos is, Ben. I'd say the little inconvenience for a couple of our new residents was worth it, wouldn't you?
This is not a good time, Beth, unless you've got news about Jude. No, I didn't think so.
Wait! Helen! Helen! I'm really worried about her.
You're worried? Jude's the one that should be worried.
She is.
Worried that she won't have a job to come back to. If she ever chooses to come back, that is.
Oh, she'll be back. Soon. She has to come back.
And how do you know that? What are you hiding, Beth?
Nothing. Just don't punish her. It's not Jude. It's not her fault at all.
What's going on here?
Oh, no. It's just... I can't. I can't.